What is up, guys? And in honor of going and watching the new Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning movie, I decided to do something a little bit new with this review. I decided not to get blazed off my fucking balls before going in and watching this movie. Now, honestly speaking, guys, if I had to rate this experience overall on a scale, if I'm just being honest with you, it was absolutely terrible. One of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. And lucky enough for you guys, I decided to go in and document my entire experience with going and watching this movie. And it went terribly. Before we get into this, and just for point of reference, I sat in the very back of the theater. It wasn't packed by any means, so I wasn't being annoying. I didn't have my phone flashing and all that, all this noise or whatnot. So just to save you a little bit of comments, I was not disrupting anybody when I was doing this stupid experiment. So without further ado, guys, this is my Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning review experience thing. So we start off our little adventure by driving to the movie theater. I went with two of my friends. They drove. They did not want to be shown on camera, though, probably because they have like warrants out for their arrest or something. So we get our popcorn, we get our slushies, and we make our way to the very back of the theater. And right as we sit down, we're just watching previews and whatnot. And at this point, I'm starting to get very, very hungry. Now, after eating a full bag of popcorn, right before the movie started, Tom Cruise and his silly little Scientology head popped up and gave a little speech, gave a little monologue, and basically said, thank you for coming out, supporting the movie and all that, blah, blah, blah. And then the movie finally started. But right before it started, my friend had said something to me that changed the whole trajectory of how this night was gonna go.
Yo, did you go pee ahead of time? You know this movie's like 3 hours long, right?
I'm sorry, what? Yeah. It went downhill from there. So the movie finally started, and I would say the first 30 to 40 minutes is just nothing but watching Tom Cruise and his gang of Scientologists, or whatever they are, get captured, and then they escape in spectacular fashion, and then they get captured again and rinse and repeat, and that's essentially it. And my facial expression pretty much says it all. I am just sitting there. I am so bored out of my mind. I'm trying to concentrate. It's really hard to do that at the moment. And I'm trying to follow along with the story. I guess they're trying to combat this L. Ron Hubbard AI sort of character. I guess that's like the main enemy of the movie. I was so uninterested at this point that I had seen the movie theater railing, and I actually contemplated jumping over it because it sounded like a pretty good deal at the time. Now we finally get to the hour and 30-minute mark. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, this is where we hit rock bottom. Now I noticed on my lap that I had about 5 to 6 bags of M&Ms that just came out of nowhere. I don't recall buying them. I don't know where they came from. They were just there. And 3 of those bags were actually completely empty. Spoiler alert, I ate them all. Now, upon me finding this out, I decided to look to my left, and then I looked to my right. And at that point, ladies and gentlemen, I had soon realized that my friends had fucking left me. Now, at this point, I started having a full-blown panic attack in the movie theater. Yes, I did record myself, and no, it did not help. And I don't know if this was due to the fact that my